to start up and run a business. In this series, Matt will be coaching John Davies on his business, Inventory Heroes. John completed Matt's e-commerce masterclass and then requested his expertise through a series of coaching calls. Here's the show with Matt and John.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to you. If you're watching this live stream, great that you're here. Hope your week is going well so far. It is Monday afternoon. It is 4:36 here in the UK, and we are doing our coaching slot. So we do something called eCommerce Journeys, where we grab folks from the world of e-commerce who want a little bit of coaching in e-commerce, if that makes sense. And this is episode number 2 of this new series with John Davies, who I'm going to get on the screen in just a minute. Now, John, as it said in the intro, heads up Inventory Heroes, and John set that website up. We're going to get into that whole thing with John, see how he's going, see how he's doing sort of after coaching call number 1. I'm just going to go to YouTube here and make sure we are, in fact, streaming live, because you never actually know on these things. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're live. That's the main thing. Let me just make sure the sound's off. Fantastic. Okay, so without further ado, let's bring onto the screen young John and see how he's doing. Here we go. John, how are you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. And I can see we're in your garden today, bud.
Yeah, it's like I'm on location, isn't it? Last time was the van, this time's the garden. We'll see where we are next time.
Yeah, I was going to say, follow John around the country, right? And see how we get on. See how different things are working. So, it's been a few weeks since we last spoke. Just remind me and the viewers what we covered last time and what the outcomes of that were.
The last time we covered basically where the business was, what it's set up for, who we are. Mm-hmm. And obviously, whenever we spoke last, the website wasn't quite finished. Mm-hmm. There were still things to work on. Then it was a case of getting the name out there, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay, that was it in a nutshell. You also mentioned that you'd started outsourcing social media, right?
We were looking at outsourcing social media, and then whenever we spoke, you kind of made me question that as a plan, if I'm totally honest. Because we'd contacted the company and they were going to charge us £100 a month for 3 posts a week. And you kind of were like, well, is it really worth it? So we went away after that call and kind of sat down and thought, do you know what? We can probably do it ourselves just at the minute, for the simple reason we are bootstrapping. We don't have a great deal of money. Yeah. There's no point saying we do, because we don't. So we just sat down and did it ourselves. And to be fair, the reaction's actually not been too bad. It started off with, again, no lies, my son liking every post. Fair play to him. Good lad. Age 15. Knows what he's doing.
John, that's why we have kids, right?
Absolutely.
So they can help us grow our online businesses.
That and washing up, yeah. So he did that, which was fantastic. But even so, you know, obviously the first couple of posts got no reaction whatsoever, which was expected. Yeah. And then gradually we've been getting more and more reaction as we put more and more stuff online. And to be fair, our content is kind of out there. It's just really stupid kind of film quotes and stuff tailored to obviously what we do as a business.
Yeah, I'm quite
so famous movie moments and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. What I'm gonna do. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna show the people watching the live stream. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Hopefully, if I click this button and then click that button there, and I'm just gonna show everyone super quick what we've got going on here with some of the. Show me your surplus inventory. I thought was quite fun with the quote from Jerry Maguire there. I like Luke. I have surplus inventory.
I knew you'd like Star Wars. Like Star Wars.
Yeah, absolutely loved Star Wars. So I thought that was great. And so people have seen that, and so I kind of think, well, good on you. You know, good on you. Well done for doing that.
Yeah, do you know what? We don't want to sound too kind of airy-fairy about the whole thing. It's quite an empowering thing doing it yourself. You know, there's so many companies, and like any business, we get contacted every single day by social media marketing companies and all that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, they could do it probably better and faster. But there's something nice about doing it yourself. And don't get me wrong, I know the organic thing takes forever, but it's nice to kind of start off on the right foot. You know, doing it ourselves. That's kind of where we are at the moment.
And has it been manageable?
Oh, very much so, yeah. Now that we subscribe to Canva, and Canva have brought out a thing where you can schedule your posts for free. You don't have to pay an additional fee or any sort of service. You pay obviously for the pro membership, but that's included now. And then Facebook have their own scheduler for Instagram also and for Facebook. So yeah, we've kind of sat down and did, content up front and then posted it on an automated basis, which was great. We spent a day, kind of maybe even 3/4 of a day, creating content, coming up with ideas and just brainstorming. And then that was kind of it, really. We just did it and then scheduled it, which was fine.
Fantastic. Wow, great. Okay, so social media, you're now doing that yourselves. So we talked then about getting your website more done, more finished.
Correct.
And where are you up to on that?
It's completely done. The website is great. I don't know if you remember, but last time we spoke, we talked about kind of who the audience for the website was and that kind of stuff, because obviously we have two customers. We have the company who has the surplus stock, and then we also have the people who are buying the surplus stock, i.e. the members of the public. So we're kind of setting up a marketplace, for want of a better phrase. And I had been obsessed with the fact that we needed to get stock in first before we could sell it. So as a result of that, the website was completely tailored to companies who have surplus stock, and there wasn't any sort of retail side of the business. It was kind of hidden behind the stock sourcing part of it. Yeah. And after our conversation, we swapped it completely around, so that the homepage is now basically a retail page with suggestions of the fact that we're a surplus stock kind of sourcing company at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it looks far better for it. We set up an email capture there. There's also an email capture on the exit intent pop-up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works really, really well. We've had loads of really good feedback.
You say that, John. I'm on the site now, clicking this.
Are you going to tell me it isn't working, aren't you?
Yeah, that link's not working, bro.
It was working earlier today too. It was working earlier today, I promise you.
Sod's law, isn't it?
Good job this is live TV or live YouTube, Facebook.
Let me change this. Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's these things
never work with children, animals, or websites.
Absolutely. So you have, I mean, apart from the fact that the link's not working, you have obviously changed the homepage around, which is great. And you were saying the feedback's been good?
Yeah, we've spoken to some of our potential customers about it, and we've spoken to 2 or 3 PLCs this month about surplus stock. If you're going to go big, if you're going to do it, go big or go home. Yeah. So we got hold of 2 or 3 PLCs out there and asked them what they thought, and they really liked it. They said the branding was kind of different compared to everyone else that's out there, which is what we wanted, which is what we want to hear. So is the copy and the messaging. It's very, very different. Be that the fact that it's quite a cheeky brand, but also the fact that it kind of champions the environmental side of things too. Becoming a pending B Corp was a big part of that as well. So yeah, the feedback has been fantastic. I was a little bit nervous about the kind of branding and the colours and stuff, but yeah, again, everyone's kind of patted us on the back for it, for taking that kind of bold risk, and it's been really, really good. I just really wish that link was working, but there you go. You can't have everything. It'll be working within the hour after this call.
Yeah, I've no doubt. I've no doubt. So, so you've got the site up and running now. You've got the homepage up and running. Have you actually started to make any sales through the site yet?
I was hoping you were going to forget that question, if I'm totally honest, because the last time we spoke about getting ads online on Facebook or Google or whatever the case may be. And we did so much research over the last month in terms of putting an ad out there. We saw some product, as you can see, the Star Wars Atlas. I'd love to say I did that for you, but I didn't. It kind of fell into our laps. The Star Wars Atlas and the wedding journal.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason we didn't run the ad is a couple of things. First of all, money. We've now sorted that out. We now have some money, so that's fine. The second reason was selling those couple of products would be drop shipping, and that isn't really what we do. And I kind of question myself on whether we should be doing it, because it's such a different message to the one that our whole company is set up for, our whole ethos of what we do. So I kind of questioned that. You're probably going to tell me I shouldn't have, and you're probably right. But that's where I was during the month.
So hang on,
and I'm more than happy.
Let's take the Star Wars Atlas. That's a drop ship product. So you're not shipping that directly yourselves?
No, we're not. No, as is the other journal, the wedding journal.
Yeah.
We put them on there for the simple reason that we came up with the idea of I'd spoken to yourself and you'd said about generating some sales. Because the inventory we have at the moment is 1s and 2s of stuff, or maybe 5s and 6s, whatever it is, there wouldn't be any real benefit to running a campaign on those kind of products. Mm-hmm. So we got those 2 products there in so that we could run a campaign. And then I kind of questioned myself whenever it came to that point. And that's kind of one of the things I wanted to ask you advice on, if I'm honest. Do you think we should just go ahead and do it?
To do what? Sorry, to run ad campaigns to dropship products?
Well, just those 2, just to kind of generate some sales of some description, rather than holding out until we get, 1,000 products from X company of surplus stock.
Yeah, because I think fundamentally you've got your site set up now. You need to start generating some cash, don't you? Not just from your point of view, as in you need the money, but also because you need to prove to prospective suppliers of trade that you can actually sell stuff on the website. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, so we can do what we say we're going to do.
Yeah. So I think you definitely need to start selling this kind of stuff. I've just Googled personalized Star Wars Galactic Atlas, and you're selling it for $49, and everyone else is selling it for $59.99.
Yeah, and we're still making money at that.
Yeah, so I think that's good, and I would definitely start running ads to it. The other thing that you could do, and maybe split test here, is to say, what would happen if we created something that nobody else was selling, right? So for example, I just copied that product and put it into Google, like a lot of people do, and they've gone, oh, right, you're 10 quid cheaper, so I'll buy it from you. You're the cheapest around. That works in the short run. It never works in the long run, but in the short term, you're just trying to generate some cash, right? The other thing that you could do is you could say, right, well, we'll sell this, say, for $59.99, but I'm going to find another product I can bundle with it for that price. So you find another product that, say, costs you maybe 3 or 4 quid that fits the Star Wars ethos. You bundle it in, right, and you sell it for 60 quid, because then you're adding value that no one else is adding, if that makes sense.
And funnily enough, that's one of the strategies we would tell our clients they should do with surplus stock. Yeah. We tell our clients, if you've got surplus stock, bundling is a way to get rid of some of that stock that's sat on the shelf or sat in the warehouse, almost kind of out the back door, really. You're selling it with something as an incentive because it's going to sit there anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, I don't know why I didn't think of that whenever that's what we kind of advise our clients anyway.
Yeah, I know your site has got a different message. I always think the race to the bottom on products that other people are selling is not always that most sensible. Now, I appreciate you're going to be discounting anyway, so this is where I may change my thinking slightly, because that is in fact your business model. But I think if you can maximize your profits, if people are expecting to spend 60 quid on this anyway, then what could you do which gives them, where you get that 60 quid, but you maximize your value, but you still differentiate yourselves, and the bundling, like you say, or the adding value. What I wouldn't want to see, John, and I'll be straight with you, is you using that as an excuse not to do it, as in spend another 2 weeks finding a bundle product that you could do with it. I think in the absence of that, start marketing this product and see what you can do, whilst you're trying to figure out what the bundle item is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I'm more than happy to run ads now. Now that I've spoken to you and kind of come to terms with it, I would probably say just myself, I'm more than happy to run the ads now. We've designed them, they're ready to go. It was just a kind of crisis of confidence, really, that I was going to dilute our real message. But as you say, we're a business. We need to start generating revenue, generating sales. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, and I think actually it's like everything. Once you start to get 1 or 2 sales, you get a bit more confidence with what's going on. So the way you're going to do these ads is you're going to target people who are Star Wars fans, obviously. And you're going to start to target probably, I don't know who would buy this. I mean, this is one of the things you'll need to find out is are grandparents buying this for their kids? Are parents for their grandchildren, or are parents buying it for their kids? Are dads buying it for themselves to put in their man cave? So you need to, you'll test different audiences to figure out who is more likely to buy this. What you've then got to think about is the landing page. Okay, so you've got on here personalized Star Wars Galactic Atlas. Let me show this screen actually for those watching the live stream. So let me just pull up the screen, click that button there we go. So I'm going to read it out. You've got this stunning gift is designed for the true fans of Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO and the gang. So put your name in and click the add to basket link, and then you've got on here some different images, which I'm going to assume every other website has got the same images.
Sadly they have, yeah.
Okay, so I think what you would want to do. Okay, so this thing here is definitely aimed at Star Wars fans. It's quite an expensive thing to get, so I'm going to imagine you're going to want to sort of go after parents or grandparents who want to buy this as a gift. Okay, so to do that, you're going to have to target your marketing, but I think you're going to have to change your landing page. So, I mean, you talk a lot about your product copy, and how it's good. Well, that's rubbish product copy there. Do you know what I mean? That's just copy and paste off stuff. So what could you do to talk to, somebody who's thinking about buying this as a gift? Maybe I'd write the product copy for thinking about looking to find the perfect gift for that Star Wars fan in your family, ? Let me tell you about this Atlas and why it is the nuts of Star Wars memorabilia. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever language you would use, right? In your cheeky inventory heroes ways. And you would target around that, this whole idea of buying a gift. Make sure you let us know who you're buying it for and we'll put it in there. The other thing that I would honestly do, if you've not done so already, is I would get hold of one, right? And I would stand in front of a video camera talking about it. And just showing it on video and just being like, let me see if I can find something. I've got a book here. So this would be my example, right? This is called Apollo. This was actually a gift for me from a friend of mine. It's got all sorts of beautiful imagery in here, from space missions of the moon. And somebody who knew I was a big fan of, the Apollo mission sent me this, and it was very kind of them. So let's say this is your atlas, right? And already I've shown you with the video, just by doing this and doing this, something that photo would never show you, and that is the size of it, the weight of it. Do you know what I mean? The fact that it's hardback. You can see some of the contents inside it, which I know you can get in the photos. But me just doing something simple like saying, you know what, this book is so well put together. A bit like QVC, it's solid hardback. You can see how thick that is, right? And then you've got all of these pages in here. Look at all of those, right? And it's got that new book smell, which we all love and desire, right? All of a sudden, I'm now talking about this on video for like 30, 40 seconds and say, listen, this is what we're going to send you as a gift. This is what it looks like when it's personalized. Any questions, reach out to me. My name's Matt. I would love to answer them for you because I know you're going to want to get your hands on this. Get them while you can, because this thing is awesome. Thanks very much for watching, right? It's like a literal video like that, a presentation like that. And you have made
and
your
put that on the product page then?
Yeah, put that on the product page. I'd even use it in the ads. And I'd test your ads with it on Facebook. Does it work better with the video, or does it work better with images? And then send them to that page. Which one pulls the most?
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Because I think for you, and this is a tip I would give to anybody who is doing drop shipping, you have got to differentiate yourself from everybody else selling the products, right? And the fact that I can go onto Google and 20 websites in an instant come up all selling the same thing, how do I differentiate that thing which you've told me about, right? So if I go back onto Google here, I've noticed that one of them's got some reviews, got 4 reviews. So I'm just going to scroll down, and then here's how you get copyright. So I'm looking at this website again. Let me show you, John. You'll see what I mean here. I have to keep changing my mouse over. So here's the screen. So this is a website that sells that product. Okay, can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yep.
Yeah, all very small, I've no doubt. So they've got this product here, right? And look, 100 pages of content. This impressive hardback book comes complete with a gift box, personalized with any name. All of a sudden, they're starting to tell me stuff which you're not, right?
Yeah.
They've got all of this content here, okay? So I'm much more likely to buy it from these guys, okay? We've got the working delivery and all that sort of stuff. But what I'm after is this: attractive and well presented, a gift for an adult Star Wars fan, right? So why this is interesting to me is this is what customers are actually writing. Beautiful quality, love the personalization feature, a lovely gift for an artistic Star Wars fan, great present for my husband and quick delivery, thank you. Okay, so what this is now telling me, okay, when I read things like that is exactly what I need to say in the video. As I'm holding the book and as I'm writing the copy, I'm like, this is so well presented, right? That's what one of the reviews wrote. This is important to these people. This would make a great gift for any Star Wars fan in your life, whether young or old. It's a great gift for your husband if you're wondering what to buy him. A great gift for anybody who is artistic and just loves these quality of style photos, right? So I don't have to spend hours thinking about what the copy is I'm writing. I've just gone to Google. I've looked at all the reviews that people have written about this thing. And I'm like, this thing comes with a gift box. Let me show you the gift box. Do you know what I mean? So I'm putting all of that information into a video and I'm letting the reviews write my copy. Okay.
Yeah, that's brilliant advice. I'll do that. I'll do that this week.
Yeah. All you got to do, Google that product, look at everybody else, see how they're selling it. What do you like? What do you not like? How could you change that on your website? How could you build that landing page? Look at the reviews. How can the reviews help you with your copy on the website? How can they help you with your script and text for the video that you're going to shoot, right? How can they do that? Yep. Use all of that content to make a page which is so different to everybody else that when someone who is looking for this product comes on your website, it is an utter no-brainer that they buy it from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and stop some searching elsewhere.
It does. And I would definitely do that before you start running ads though, because what you'll find is at the moment, if you start running ads to the page as it is, you'll have a really low conversion rate because there's no compelling reason for them to buy that from you. Yeah,
it's funny now you mention it, being completely honest, the product page is probably the thing we've spent the least amount of time on. Mm-hmm. Just while we've been kind of getting the site ready and getting it built. So now everything else is done. The product page has to be the star over the next week, and we'll get it sorted out, make it different, make it us, and then do what you've just said there with videos and stuff for each of those 2 or 3 products.
And just start off with that one product and build it out and see and tackle it one product at a time, right? And just think about if you're going to do, and this is where, again, a lot of people miss it with the ads, right? So let's say you're going to do some Facebook ads or some Google ads. The person that you're sending to that site, the page needs to resonate to them, okay? So if you are marketing to married women on Facebook who are probably in their 40s and 50s, would probably be an age range I'd target initially. Possibly early 60s, but I'd target that age range and I'd say, right, are you looking for the ideal gift for your Star Wars fan of a husband, right? Look no further, right? And just, and then maybe show the video, test it, obviously different types of images, different types of copy. But what I'm saying is, once your ad has done that hard work of getting somebody to click through to your website, your website needs to say exactly the same thing. So it needs to talk about the perfect gift for your husband. Does that make sense? So your ad and your landing page are identical. If you're starting to run ads which is targeting leprechauns, looking to buy it for their leprechaun uncle, right? Then your landing page has got to be geared, or your product page has got to be geared to leprechauns buying it for their leprechaun uncle, which may mean you need 2 different landing pages for the same product. Okay. And that's how you'll maximize the efficiency on your ads. Yeah,
understood.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm excited to get going now.
Good.
Yeah, I want to put that into place this week, and then run the ads at the end of the week, ready for the weekend, and we'll see how we'll go.
See how you get on. Any questions about the video? Any questions about the content? Is that all clear?
No, I think it's all clear. We should be good to go. My daughter has one of those lights where you put the phone inside it, and you've got the ring light. Is it called? Mm-hmm. So I'll be flat on the ring light there this week. Don't you worry. I'll probably have to rent it from her, to be fair, because she is 12. But
okay.
What can you do?
Yeah. It's important to pay a fair way for it as well.
Absolutely.
What other questions have you got this week, John?
Nothing really. It was just about those two kind of products and how to move forward with them. Now, obviously, those products aren't the way we're going to move forward with the business as a whole. It was just so that we could test our kind of marketing, ads and that kind of stuff. And that's where we are now. We just have to get on and do it. Mm-hmm. We're going to partner over the next month with a couple of companies, and we'll discuss that next time we speak. That could be quite exciting in terms of building email lists and stuff. Mm-hmm. We realize that it's going to be very difficult and very slow to build them ourselves. We're not going to buy them by any stretch of the imagination, but we are going to partner with a couple of companies who would deal with companies who would be looking to use our service. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can partner with a couple of companies and move it forward a bit faster that way rather than trying to do it organically ourselves. But no, that was really the only question. Just with everything's done, Matt, everything is ready to go. It was just a case of what the final steps are. The website's done. We just need to now sort the product page, get the ads out there, and see what happens. And hopefully next time we speak, we'll have made quite a few sales, and I'll be sat on the beach rather than in my garden or in the van.
Well, hopefully it's a bit sunnier for you. But no, that's fantastic. Have a go at that. And like I say, anybody who's watching this who is selling dropship products or selling products that a lot of other people are selling, it's super competitive. You have to give them compelling reasons to buy from you, and that has to be more than just a cheaper price. Okay.
Yep.
You've got to give value. You've got to give the content. You've got to put their mind at ease, right? You've got to go and say, we'll do the shipping free and all. Just give them, free shipping, free returns, all that sort of stuff on the product page. And then the other thing that you could do, which is always an interesting one, isn't it? Is how do I go and get reviews on that website? How do I get reviews on that particular product? That would be something that I would recommend you do as well. We launched a product recently, a new product, but when you launch it, you don't have any reviews. So we sent that product to a whole bunch of people to test and asked them to write an unbiased review on the website. So when we launched the product, I think we had like 15 reviews, and I think anywhere between 5 and 15 is a good number to launch with. But it's kind of like I needed to have that before I went and launched the product, if that makes sense. So
the social proof.
Yeah, it's all about the social proof. So, maybe think about how you can get 1 or 2 reviews on that website as well from people about that product, and really start to make that product page sing. And then we'll go through it next time.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Is that all right?
Yep, that's fantastic.
Brilliant. John, listen. Been great to chat to you. Great to talk to you.
Likewise.
As usual, don't go anywhere. We're just going to close out the show, and then you and I just have another quick catch up. But for those watching the live stream, we are going to end it there. This is, in effect, our sort of quick coaching call. In fact, John, say goodbye, and I'll close out the show.
Goodbye, everybody.
He's brilliant, isn't he, John? Thanks for watching. If you are watching these live streams or these videos and you would like to be considered for coaching calls with me on your e-commerce business, then do get in touch with us. Do let us know. We are going to be doing more of these kind of coaching calls, I think, because we quite like them. And they seem to be working quite well. So do let us know. We would love to talk to you about that. Just head on over to our podcast page, ecommercepodcast.net. And I think there'll be something on there showing you how to get in touch with us. If there isn't, you'll figure it out. Right? I've no doubt because of the world of the internet, you'll get in touch with us and just let us know. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you know when more of these things are coming out. And if you don't know or haven't yet subscribed, we have something called the e-commerce podcast where I get to interview guests every week from the world of e-commerce, and we get to chat about all of these amazing things to help you grow and design and develop your own online business. So make sure you subscribe to that as well. Why not? Be in it. And of course, check out John's website, inventoryheroes.com. Have a look for yourself, see how he's getting on, and watch the journey with us. Thanks for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you again Thursday. Thursday night is our next podcast. We've got Brandy. Oh yeah, we've got a great guest Thursday night. So make sure you can watch us for that. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.